Hello. This is a nice little game I played with Franco. At the beginning of the game with Franco, he's one of the few roams where I don't assist the jungler in clearing. I go straight for harassment of the enemy jungler. Due to the new season, they increased the start time to 25 seconds for the jungle monsters to appear. Now, as you could see, I hooked him there immediately. I did see that my enemy had used Retribution right away. If the enemy had not used Retribution, I would have waited, if I wasn't seen, until the life was a little bit lower. And then I pulled Lancelot off there, and he attacked me instead of running right back to the jungle monster. So I think the jungle monster went all the way back to the beginning, and it was full health. So I completely delayed their jungler from clearing the jungle monster. So after that, and I got away, I just went to help the EXP. Normally I would go for the marksman, but it was on the other side of the map. At this point, I know that they've cleared the first buff, so I'm going to the red buff, thinking maybe it's not cleared yet. So I want to confirm. Now I still see the icon on the map, so even though I couldn't see him, I knew he was in the bush. And then there, I ended up getting the kill on their red buff. That was very lucky that I got the kill. But so I severely slowed down their jungler in farming early game, and then I took their red buff, which also took the experience and the money. So this is an exceptionally good start. And as you can see here, my jungler is level 4 and theirs is level 3. We're a full level ahead. There, I had debated not using my hook on Lancelot because I thought he was saving his skill to become invisible as soon as I threw it, but I did end up throwing it, and he used his first skill. So I'm not certain he was waiting for me, I just thought it was likely. With Franco, you do want to be utilizing his hook along with flicker, so you could be a little bit out from the turret, use the hook. If you catch him, flicker back and use your ultimate to pin him down so the turret can kill him. Yeah, so this is just an amazing start because of how rough it was for their jungler right away. I missed my hook there, unfortunately. So I am chasing Cece. I'm really just trying to push her away. Sometimes when the enemies see you, it's hard to predict how they're gonna respond to try to avoid you. So many times saving your hook is the right thing to do, because if they're focused on how to avoid you getting them with your hook, they're not going to be fully paying attention and reacting properly to everything else. So yeah, and then right there, I don't actually want to throw the hook at the minions, because it will hit the minions and it won't make it to the hero. So I threw it to the side, even though they weren't there, hoping that they would get scared and walk that way. It was unlikely, but my life was low and I was just stopping by, so I thought maybe I'd get a lucky hook. Yeah, so here I have my ultimate ready and flicker, so I am pinging that I have both of them available so that our assassin knows, like, hey, I'm just waiting to kill him if someone shows up. And then he showed up, and then boom. Now they can see the indicator for if my ultimate's available by looking at the top of the screen and seeing that green dot. So I can see right now Eamon and Melissa have their ults available. I don't know how often they're doing that, so I'll still ping it even though they could see it, but they can't see if I have flicker available, and that could be a big difference. That was sad I didn't get the assist on that Lancelot kill. Alright, so I'm pinging, my ultimate's gonna be ready in 4 seconds, and I'm walking over. I would have gotten him with the ultimate, but he was basically dead anyway, and I, don't waste it if you don't need to, because it does have a good cooldown length. So I saved it because I knew we'd get the kill. Now here I threw it in the middle, and I was hoping to hit either one of them. This Lancelot was very brave to attack me. I was just repeatedly hitting ultimate so that whenever he reappeared it would get him. That was just a huge error on my enemy's part. He should not have been doing that. So I was hoping he would jump out and I could get him before but his ult had more time duration than I expected and my life was getting low, so I just backed off. Franco's passive does heal him over time if he's not being hit. So even if my life is fairly low, I'm just gonna keep on going. I'm not gonna go back and heal unless my life is so low that it completely prevents me from doing anything like there. That was a bad hook on my part. I went too fast. She was getting away, so I just kind of flinged it. Normally I'm able to do it pretty accurately, but even when I do it quickly, and that one was just off. And I thought she'd turn and go away, and yeah, the hard thing about hooks is you're trying to predict how they're going to react to it. And I did get the turtle there with my hook. But sometimes you think they're going to do things to dodge the hook, and they just stand there like you don't have a hook. Yeah, so I waited. I didn't hook her immediately. I could have thrown the hook while she was closer, but my ultimate was on cooldown. By the time I threw it, it was 3 seconds, which was probably debatable. I knew I had the flicker, and I knew that CC was going to be out of my range if I didn't do it right then and there, which is why I didn't. I did end up securing the kill, which was fortunate. But I wasn't sure at the time if I'd be able to catch her. Yeah, anytime Lancelot's near me, or Hayabusa, or any of those heroes, my ult just locks him down. So he's a good hero for fighting anyone who potentially has a lot of good dodge or evade. And I thought I was going to get away there, but didn't make it. So we do have a pretty strong lead right now. It's 28-11. I've got 3 kills, 1 death, and 14 assists. As the roam, I am primarily focused on getting assists. I'm not really trying to get kills. I'm not trying to avoid kills, but assists are the best for the roamer. Okay, so that was kind of a clumsy hook I did there. It could have been a little bit further down, would have been better. I do want to definitely get in here and get some kills. I don't want to let them get away. So I got her with my hook there and used my ult. It was probably a wasted ult, but since all of them are dead except for one, I'm not that concerned about it. So here I'm trying to hunt down Hanabi so that Melissa can finish her off. I didn't know where she was, and then I saw her. Oh yeah, get out of that turret. Yeah, Franco's not the tankiest of the tanks, so I am slightly concerned about dying, but he's still quite tanky. Yeah, very, very close to dying right there. I will be in the... I will walk into the battles. I try not to be in the front line taking hits constantly. It's more of a initiator where I'm trying to hook people and pull them out of their group so that my team can kill them right away. I don't want to be in any long fights where I'm being attacked for 20 seconds consecutively, because he's not tanky enough to survive that. I'm more of a separate and gank the enemies hero. So a lot of times I won't clear minion waves, but there, I'm sure you noticed I did clear the bottom lane. That's because it would have definitely taken our turret if I hadn't stepped in. That was bad timing on my part. I'm really trying to draw him over. As you could see, I was hovering over my frozen there. Delaying, I see my mage. Luckily we got him there. But as a tank, I'm fairly good bait. Especially when I have my frozen, I can avoid his attacks if I time it right. A lot of times when the Lord is killing the minions, I like to be there just to get the money and experience. Even if I don't particularly need it, I'd rather I get it than no one. I saw this fight and I thought I'd be able to sneak up behind him, but they killed him too fast. And there we got Hanabi. Unfortunately, there's no way. The only way to really be good at catching people with these hooks is to practice it. Especially if you're going to be throwing it really fast without aiming for a long time. It's like a muscle memory. So right now, obviously, they're just trying to survive. They're going to have a hard time coming at us one at a time when we're in a group of 3. Yeah, I think this is a pretty decent guide for how to use Franco. Obviously, the beginning where I was getting the interfering with the jungler, killing their buff, that's a 50-50 shot if I get the right one. But yeah, if you could delay them, it puts your team ahead, and it's just going to be really difficult for them to ever catch up. I hope you learned something. I actually didn't get MVP in this game, but it was quite close. Star of the show. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and look forward to seeing you on the next one. please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and hopefully you learned something. Have a great day.